Hi Sam, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just wanted to remind you I'm doing this for my clinical interview and counseling class, and just as a student, keep the topic light since I'm not an actual counselor. And anything we do talk about here today, the only person that's going to see it is my teacher and maybe some students in the class. But did you have any questions about that?
No? Good.
Okay. Well, what did you want to talk about today?
Well, it's just something that's been bothering me. It's always on and off my mind, the past 6 months or whatever, but I've been really trying to lose weight, and it's just frustrating because I want to be one way, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's just taking forever to get there.
Okay, so it's frustrating because it's not going the way you planned it?
Yeah, it'll just go, I'll be really successful at one point, and then I'll, fail, and then it's just trying to get back and start up over and over again.
Yeah, so I guess, so you would say probably the most frustrating part is that it's failing?
Yeah, it's failing and then getting, the motivation to get back up to it, and then being back in the same place I was a couple days ago. It just leaves me with no motivation.
Yeah, so I guess what's changed from when you first started working out to now?
Well, when I originally made my goal, it was around Christmas break, so I guess I didn't have to, I didn't have classes, and I was working, but I'm always used to working, so it didn't really make a difference. And I think, you have that motivation of the new semester, and you just want to, get good grades and, do well at my job, and then, meet the goal of this whole, losing weight. And once the semester started, it was hard to keep up with, I guess, all three of them.
Yeah, it sounds like you already have kind of a lot on your plate, and then, adding in working out on top of everything you're already doing, that can be frustrating, and I can see where you wouldn't have enough time.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that, the sack's all torn up, and so when I do find the time to go, everybody's on the machines. It wasn't as easy as it was back in, December.
Okay. Well, could you tell me what your original goal was when you first started?
Yeah, it was during Christmas break, and I said I wanted to lose, close to 15 pounds, by the end of February, going into March, or whatever. And I don't know, I would lose 2 pounds, feel really good about it, and then it was just hard to, I don't know, see the big picture of it,
That's understandable. It sounded like, even though you were doing this stuff every day, you weren't necessarily seeing the results you wanted to.
Exactly.
And it's just big picture stuff, you're not seeing the day-to-day progress you were making.
Right, so, I just feel every time I work out and I eat really well for the day, and I get my homework done, you almost want that satisfaction the next day, knowing that it worked out for you and you continue. And you and I both know it's not the way it works. So.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But do you have any friends that you go work out with, or that make it easier for you, or is it just you?
Yeah, I guess it depends. Sometimes it works having somebody there because they push you to go. They can convince you to go, and I just want to sit and watch TV or something like that.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, I just feel almost discouraged because it's you have those some friends that are really dedicated to working out, and I feel I can't keep up. So I guess it's hard just depending on my mood for the day.
Yeah. Is it when you say it's hard keeping up, do you mean with the level they're at, or?
Yeah, I've been running for a while, or at least trying to, and I'm ready to stop after a mile and a half. It's they just keep going and going and going, and that just makes me feel worse about it.
Yeah, so it's not motivational.
Right,
it just
at all.
Makes you feel worse.
Right.
Okay, well, I guess, are you still trying to work out, or have you kind of just, lost all motivation?
Not all. I mean, I find it really easy to work out in the beginning of the week. My schedule's a little bit easier in the beginning of the week. I don't have as many classes, so it's just when it gets towards the end and the weekend's coming, and I just, there's something just telling me that I shouldn't just go. I should just sit and watch TV or whatever. And
do you think that's something that's, telling you not to go? Do you think that's kind of you're just wore out from the week, or is it something else?
Not necessarily worn out. Well, you know how it is, towards the end of the week people want to, go out to the bars or, I find, I have certain time slots in my day, and when I have an open, free spot where I can do what I want, it's like, do I go work out or do I go out to eat with my friends that are all going,
Yeah, so it's kind of like a conflicting choice for you.
Yeah, and like I said, when you're not seeing the results you want right away, it's like, well, I might as well go out to eat, like, I'll just start over tomorrow, and I think that's, like, the attitude I need to change.
Yeah. Well, I guess, like, did you see any results when you were doing it?
Yeah, it always starts off really well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll get, like, a good routine going, I'll go at a certain time, and, I will see results, like, I'll start to, like, drop probably, like, a pound a week, which is, what I heard is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just keeping up with that. I think it's more like a motivation thing than anything else.
Yeah, that's understandable. Well, is there, do you have anything to get the motivation back that you have to look forward to, that you started it to begin with, or was it just kind of like a more personal health thing?
Yeah, it started as a personal health, but as of today, I'll be graduating in May, and it's going to be like a whole new chapter in my life, starting a new job, moving out. I even kind of want to move out of state, and just as I started out of high school with this big change, it's like the next big transition, and I really want to focus more on just getting a great job and not having to worry about this weight loss. Like, I kind of just want to be in shape before all that takes place.
Okay, so you kind of just want to put the whole thing behind you.
Right, or at least be on my way, like, not be over this whole stop, go type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I guess so. Basically, you feel like, if you lose this weight, it's going to be part of the change for the next chapter in your life.
Yeah, I think it'll make everything else better. Like, I'll feel more confident, job searching and, meeting new people, and I won't be so concerned with, like, I can't do this, or I'm not going to be able to lose the weight I want to, and I think I'll just have a better sense of myself, like, getting out of college.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it makes sense. Like, I'm starting that new chapter. It's going to be, exciting, new job, you're graduating, possibly moving out of state if that's what you decide to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can see that being part of your change. Well, is there anything that you did, in the beginning, you said it was going really well, that was working for you, that you might be able to, like, start doing again?
Yeah, well, for one, I was keeping track of the stuff I ate. I was making sure I was eating, I wasn't doing a total diet, but I was just kind of monitoring what I was eating, and writing it down would help me. And once I realized that I ate well for the day, I was more motivated to go work out. I might as well, finish off a good day with doing that. And I think, like, more towards the beginning, I had a set routine, and I would wake up in the mornings a little bit earlier than school, and now I think that's just a motivation thing. Like, I need to be motivated to wake up earlier, because then the workout's done and over with, and I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week.
Yeah, that's true. So you like working out, before you start your day, that way it's out of the way, and, it's not like you're waiting all day to finally go and get it over with.
Right. Yeah, it's just done and over. And it just starts my day off on a good note, too, knowing that I got that out of the way. And just like keeping a food journal motivated me, to go to the gym. Going to the gym early also motivated me to eat healthier throughout the day. So.
Okay, so they were kind of like, corresponding to each other.
Yeah.
Well, was there anything besides the food journal that you thought was, working well for you?
Well, I did have, like, one consistent workout buddy, but I know I need to make more of an effort to motivate her to go just as she motivates me. And I think, like, with me being caught up with school and work, I don't know, I didn't really make the effort to see if she wanted to go, which, now that I think about it, having somebody, make sure you go every day with you, it helps.
And then you said you kind of stopped motivating her to go with you. Did she kind of, quit motivating you?
Yeah, it's like the more the semester went on after break, we midterms and exams start to pop up, and it was it turned in what was an everyday thing to, every other day, and then it was
Yeah, so
once a week, and then we just kind of stopped calling each
kind of
other.
lost your motivation for
Yeah.
it. Okay, well, was there any specific reason, you stopped the food journal, or was that just kind of the same as, motivating each other to go? You just got busy and...
Yeah, and like with food journals, you'll start off and then you'll eat something really bad for you, and you just almost don't want to admit it in your food journal, so you
Yeah.
just don't write it for that. And once you don't have those days, or once you don't record that meal, then you tend to skip the rest of the day, which means you skip the next day, and it just kind of fades out. And I haven't been keeping up with it at all.
Okay, well, is working out something you still want to continue, or do you just feel like you're too busy right now for it?
I do want to continue. Yeah, I do. Like, I really want to be in a good place when I leave Central, and I think working out is going to help me get there and making me feel better about myself. So I think maybe I should just try to focus a little bit more on that. It's not as overwhelming once
you started?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, is there anything, if you could have an ideal solution, for your weight loss goal, would you still have the same goal as before for the 15 or 20 pounds, or would you modify it a little bit?
I think overall I want to keep the 15, 20 pounds, but maybe instead of looking at it as I have to lose 15 pounds, by this date, I think I might start looking at it more on a weekly scale.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, so maybe instead of, so it's not so much, big picture solution, you can maybe see your progress a little bit more from week to week.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would help.
Okay, well, is there any, specific ways besides, the food journal and the motivational workout buddy that might help you reach that?
Definitely keeping up on the food journal, and I think if I just tell myself that I need to work out maybe, at least 3 times a week instead of every day, you have to, find time to do it, then I'll feel less stressed. And once I hit the 3 times a week and realize that I got that goal out of the way, I could, well, maybe I'll work out 1 more time this week, and that's
Okay.
what's going to
Yeah, so it sounds like for you, smaller goals
Right.
are, make it a lot easier than just the big picture stuff.
Yeah,
Right?
definitely having smaller goals helps.
Okay, so basically, the smaller goals, the food journal, and the workout buddy. Is there anything else you think, that might work, or just those things?
I think for now it's a good start.
Okay, and then you're graduating in
May.
May?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add today, or kind of go off on?
No, I think it's a good place, a good start from today. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, thank you for doing this with me.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions, or?
No, that's all.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.